believe I've seen Bill's hand here, and there's another Cosmic Space Dust. I swear that card is rare.
Seems pretty common to me.
Yeah. I do really like Aurora as well. I didn't play a lot of her back in the Rosetta era, but I've had a lot of fun with her in Limited. Managing these lightning flows, making an embodiment, which looks like Maxim's setting up here.
Yeah, just getting the turns started, some of those resources that are going to be very, very important. Notable that only 2 pieces of the fridge and 3 pieces on the other side of the table for Ziggy.
Both with their class equipment, though, so that's pretty cool.
Flesh and Blood is known for its thematicism.
Which one is better between Snap Fingers and Fingers of Fragmentation?
I think they both fulfill different niches. I feel like Fingers of Fragmentation, the longer you leave it on the board, the more it gets forgotten about, and you can have those good gotchas. It does feel like Hunter Draft in that respect. This draft format is superb. Excellent job by LSS, but I don't know. The Snap Fingers can really push some on hits when that'd otherwise be really hard to push for, and it's arcane damage, right? You can't really deal with that a lot of the time.
I think one of the other things with Snap Fingers is you can pair them with these leech cards, the rare 1-for-3 buffs. They can pair them with those to really sneak something through to the keeper there.
Also, what's the Tempestuous Kiss? If you get Snap Fingers with that, that might just ruin your game. I've definitely had that happen to me while playing draft, and it's a pretty nasty blowout. On the play is just trying to see.
Looks like we've got Bill here with a Scattering Conflux. So coming in just for a classic 7, but whenever this fragments create an embodiment of Lightning Token, I think this is a big decision point for what the shape of this game looks like, because we're either going 7 health down, or we're setting up with go again for next turn, depending on what Maxim wants to do.
And down comes the Auric Shards, pushing that extra little bit of damage, saying, you got punished hard for this, and I'm not willing to let you get away with it. Now, Aurora for the play. Tap down. How will this line be? Starting off with a nice little 0 for 3. If it has go again, it gets +1, I believe, or it deals 1 arcane.
I think this might actually be the 1-for-4 that eats aura tokens.
Oh, you're right. You're right on here. Obviously, losing the 1 of Lightning Flow would be pretty devastating here. It says no blocks, eats the flow. Oh, took the ping. I see. Just ate it up with the Spell Void.
I think our players might be doing a small shortcut there, because I think Auric Shards should get eaten with the ping, but it's effectively the same.
Yep. Oh, and here's one of those leech cards. Leech Vitality, obviously excellent recursion. Quick Succession. Oh, into another one.
Probably not expecting to have the flow eaten on the first one.
Yeah. I mean, talk about going tall, right? Going tall can be pretty... Every hero from Omens of the Third Age Limited has their own way of going big. Of course, Cecilio with massive arcane. Ziggy with some enormous fragmented attacks that lose value as you block them, but going tall for raw value here with a little bit of go again, so we know that the Starfall. This may not have go again, actually. I think that Quick Succession is blue.
It does... No, it should have go again. I think it has go again. So this is coming in for 8 physical, so 3 off the leech, 1 off the quick succession, 4 from the attack, but then there's these pings as well, which paired with the leech are going to present some difficulty for Bill, because each ping, I think, is 1 health gained for Maxim.
Indeed. Leech Vitality, really, really great pump to have. What will be the play? Maybe thinking it might be too much of a loss, you know? If I commit to blocking this, how does that leave me for the rest of the game?
Oh, he just
Just
sends in the
eats it.
bill.
Sends
Oh.
him the bill.
Ah.
All right, now Starfall for 1 and 1. How do you feel about how the equipment should be used here? A lot of people tend to say that equipment is Starfall fodder, but
Ah, I think it really depends. Like,
yeah,
if you're in the position to use the equipment to somehow stop one of these pings on something like a Path of Same Ends, I think that is very impactful as well. But that's also effectively stopping the Comet Scorpio. Sorry. We see a Clear Conscience come down here. We saw this do a fair bit of work for Sam in the most recent game. A card that I think feels like a Majestic at rare.
feels like a Majestic, you say.
Yeah.
I think in a limited format without any disruption, really, at least on the rare side of things, this just is so important for Ziggy and pretty much an auto pickup when you see it, both in blue, yellow, and red. Maxim having a think about how to block this out. Obviously, the fragment will take it down by 2 points of power each time it is blocked with a card with 2 or more defense.
What do you do here as Aurora? Do you think you send 2 cards? Because Aurora's got a few of these 3-block blues.
Yeah, it's very hard when you don't have any go again or an arsenal. Obviously, that last turn pushed an incredible amount of damage at the cost of, oh man, I hope I don't lose any tempo off of this last one. But I mean, 14 plays 12. It seems like it's just going to be a slogfest back and forth, but there's always the disruption.
I think as well, importantly, Maxim can play slightly more freely knowing that there's no current lightning flow, so he's not going to get something like Corrosive Space Dust flashed in for 4 prevention. So he might have a little bit of room to move, so I think you could give a few cards.
I am pretty interested to see what this arsenal card is. I didn't quite catch it when it went in, but you've got to imagine it's a nice 1-card 5. It's maybe something that gets a flow.
Speaking of 1-card 5s, is that a Meteoric Impact I see? Meteoric Rise?
I believe so. A generic lightning house eats the disruption.
All right.
It's on only one side of the table. That'll be 2 points of damage down. 12 plays 12. Or 11 plays 12. Just clarifying what this effect is. On the Clear Conscience.
I think we're going to see the Meteoric Rise here.
Yeah.
Meteoric Rise. Then we'll ponder in. Hopefully some power off the top.
Surely. And
there
it
we
comes
go.
down. Obviously, the modality of this card plays a big role in how you block it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. The ponder is going to help extraordinarily in cleaning up after this combat chain resolves.
And the modality here of if Bill commits to blocking 7, Maxim might go, you know what? I kind of want an embodiment of lightning and convert his lightning flow.
Yep. Excellent generic card for every hero in this set. I think it's almost an auto pickup. The 2-block does hurt a little bit, but generally speaking, being able to force an on-hit and an extra bit of damage at instant speed doesn't really get much better.
From these first couple of hands, it's looking like Sam has the more aura-based deck and Bill has the more fragment-based deck. Do you agree with what we're seeing?
It's still a little early to tell. I think if this is a more aura-based plan, then we would want to see some more flow generation. We see 2 Fleeing Starbreeze, a Pulsing Cardia, and Electrolyze in the hand of Bill. So the Electrolyze costing 1 is going to hamstring this turn a little bit, but I'd imagine there's a way for Bill to utilize it. Yeah, but just go again, go again, go again.
Looks like Maxim's reaching for the embodiment. There we go.
Ah, there you go. Didn't even want to pump for the damage, just wanted the embodiment. Smart. See what he gets off the ponder.
Hopefully he gives us a look. Nope. Oh.
Oh, that looked like an electrolyze.
It did look like electrolyze.
It looked like a lightning card.
Huge here if that's a red electrolyze. It pairs so well with Aurora's curve.
Yeah. Pulsing Cardia is the play. Obviously, we know that there are two forms of Go Again in the hand of Bill. This one's going to hurt.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that? I need to know what that card is. It's killing me. Pulsing Cardia often represents your opponent. Oh, I have a full hand and I want you to help me pay to shoot Aphrodisias.
Oh, I'm surprised. I didn't think you could just take 5 here.
Yeah. I guess with a full grip, might have been thinking play out an Aura, flip it, and then another 0 cost potentially. But yeah, getting maximum value.
I'm not sure about the Figmas and fragmentation there. It has to fragment.
Is it an attack with fragment that can get it?
No, an attack that has fragmented.
Oh. That may change things a little bit, but a Cosmic Duality on the side of Bill, 2 cards, 7. How is this one going to get blocked? I think someone has just pointed that out.
Looks like we got it. All right, so the judges will help us resolve this. I was hyper vigilant to it because I had that happen to me at the calling and I was like, oh, I don't think so. A good bit of fun though. That card, Figures of Fragmentation, very good card though, just to make sure that your stuff gets through even when your opponent decides to commit the card on defense.
Yeah. A little bit of an unfortunate game state now. I'm not sure. As a judge yourself, Lachlan, how would this be resolved?
I think the most diplomatic and professional judge answers that I can give is that we'll leave it to the judges at the event because they have all the context, and they're there to help when these little things happen because it's an easy mistake to make.
It is. It is. Obviously, super easy mistake to make. Fragment being a new keyword and the draft format still undergoing a lot of changes in terms of how people are developing and playing and evolving with it. Happens to the best of us.
It does. And I think while we're here talking about easy things to miss, the amount of times I have missed my ponder on a Cilio in this limited format is embarrassing. I could buy myself a house.
If you had a penny for every time you missed your ponder.
Exactly. I got to go back to non-ponder heroes. No thinking required. I'll play Tough Nut. All right, judges have fixed that up for us.
Looks like we're back into the action. Cosmic Duality is down still, but the Fingers of Fragmentation have gone back. Just a little bit of extra hand information, it seems, coming the way of Maxim. Looking with another one of those beautiful Runeblade attacks that just synergize so well with the hand. This looks like a Jolt Step, I believe.
It does look like Electron Jolt Step.
Yeah. Pump makes a lightning flow. All front pumps. Having the really one ward is nice. It's really, really nice.
Speaking of the synergy with these Runeblade cards, not a big Runeblade player in Constructed, but man, I really enjoy the synergy of Quick Strike. I thought that ability would be too strong, but it feels about bang on. So here we see it coming in for a nice 0-4.
Yeah, very clean. Important to note that contrary to a lot of how people view Runeblade, most of these attacks are 3 blocks. They have a lot of defensive capability as well. I think to leverage maybe Aurora's hero ability a little bit.
It does feel like you get you do get your pick of how you want these cards to work, which is what Fab's all about at the end of the day. Is you can use this card defensively and you can use it to push a bit of damage through. We might have another Judge call. Just waiting to see what's going on here. But this this card here will have go again when it hits the combat chain. So it'll give it +1 with quick strike. And then its own effect says when this deals damage, when this card deals damage, we'll deal arcane damage on top of that. So kind of a 0 for 5 if you squint.
If you squint. Yeah, obviously wanting to play with the 1 ward off of Fleeing Starbreeze would have been ideal just to eat up a ping, but Maxim being aware of that and playing around it masterfully is going to reward him more flexibility in terms of how Bill chooses to navigate the board, asking the hard questions.
Is that the ominous aggression in Maxim's hand? Or am I... he sends it in quick succession. Yep, okay. This has super go again.
Yeah, wow. So that would be prior to the Rush of Power?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just clearing things up.
Quick Succession, another card that is putting in quite a significant amount of work, granting the first element, the first lightning or Runeblade card go again, and then giving it +1 while it has go again, and then the red and yellow versions gaining that buff for extra attacks depending on which color you play.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of like a very big argument to be made for the blue version of this card. It just gets your turns kind of started. If you lean more into that 2-card 7, like as we saw before, make a lightning flow on hit, you are pretty happy with how the deck curves out.
Looks like Bill's wanting to prevent all this. Oh, it is!
Oh, it was. Crazy card. You don't see this one very often. Really, I don't know how you would put it, abstract art in terms of how it compares to the rest of the set.
I feel like it's an omen, potentially, of what's to come.
Oh, an omen of a third age, perhaps?
I think so.
This reads, target action card gets +2 if an aura you control is destroyed this turn. Instead, the card gets +4. So a little bit heads up if you could see how how Maxim was holding his cards back and the resources required for him.
The
obviously,
other thing... Oh, my apologies.
An embodiment dying this turn turns this on.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought that was a wasted embodiment, but it's actually +2.
Mm-hmm. Pushing well over the line here. Seeker's leggings, the chest piece, and Fleeing Starbreeze, all being able to prevent 1 bit of damage. This is getting a little bit scary.
I think we're sitting at, are we 3 over the top at the moment?
3, 6, 9. Yep. 3 over the top.
Yeah. Which is then another 1 from the arcane damage if it goes through.
Yeah. Yeah. The crackback seems to be pretty standard, but obviously sitting on 2 HP this late into the game is pretty terrifying. Yeah, this is what you should... Yep. I think it's just dawned on Bill that the Scorpio's tail was going to follow that one up.
Yeah. Possibly where we'd want to use the Seekers, but that's all right. It's a long day.
It is. The fatigue of playing so much high-quality flesh and blood at the highest level here in Australia is... It really, really hits you after, I'd say, the 5th round or so. Chooses to ping for 1 damage by the looks of it.
I really like this. Making the flow for next turn makes Aphrodis live because I think Maxim knows that he's got these snap fingers up and wants to try and confirm a kill.
Yep. And Bill being due for an aura at this point means that Aphrodis, there's a Fleeing Starbreeze.
It's and being on 1 health, this lightning flow is not going to stop the 2 damage from Aphrodis.
Yeah. Now, the question remains, being at 1 HP, when Maxim draws up at the end of the turn, there is a window for him to play out the Sigil of Astral Flow to make an extra lightning flow at the start of his turn before. Looks like it would just be the yellow quick succession. This is scary. Another piece of arcane damage in the hand of Bill.
All right, where's... Oh my goodness, he's got 3 of these?
You pick them up.
These drafters know which cards they like, that's for sure.
This is going to be really playing around unseen threats. Bill wants to send the arcane damage, but isn't exactly sure whether or not it'll resolve.
Oh,
Uses. Oh my goodness. So this is
making
1
the
point of
flow
arcane from
very clean. It's just making sure that Bill cannot kill him with Aphrodisias unless the card is Corrosive Space Dust.
Yeah. Now Aphrodisias, will just get stopped by the 2 lightning flows. This is scary.
Oh,
here comes the Scorpio.
Man, it feels so rough to give a whole card to defend this.
Yep.
But that's what makes it so strong. It's very innocuous on the surface, but it whittles you down really quick.
Now Bill, a no block in hand, but with 1 ward and a Cosmic Duality, a 3 block that can ping for 1. Unfortunately, at this point, with 2 lightning flows up on the side of Maxim, the Aphrodisias will not be doing lethal.
If you're Bill, do you think you just send in the Aphrodisias here just to clear those lightning flows out? Because he might use one of them to make an embodiment.
Yeah, I think there's a real case to be made for just shipping it, but I'm not sure when you want to pull the trigger.
You can. I think you're right. The Maxim can play quite reserved here. He doesn't need to make these extra risks. He just needs to play it very carefully to keep this 2 prevention up to stop Aphrodisias.
Oh, Starcross Road. This is going to be able to spell void 1 off of the Path of Same Ends when it attacks. One of the strongest cards in this format.
Very nice.
A clean 3 block on the Ebbing Flow Stride is Bill.
Going to go and pay the 1 to give Path of Same Ends go again here. Can we fit in another attack on this combat chain? I think so.
I think we can fit several.
The question, though, is whether that attack will have go again.
Well, there's 2 beautiful little blue pips in the pitch zone at the moment, waiting to crack a lightning flow and make an embodiment of lightning for the next attack. But, when this attacks or defends, deal 1 arcane damage. That's kind of scary.
That's a bit scary. And we're also looking into Vault-bound Duality range.
Yes, indeed.
Without these flows up, Maxim might get blue ones that he's pitched earlier and go, you know what? I think I'll discard this for my win right here.
1 arcane comes through, looks at the hand,
Vault-bound
reveals
Duality.
it, and there comes out the fist bump. Maxim takes it with instant speed arcane damage. You thought it was only wizards, you thought it was only Kano.